Greetings, world and family. I am Richard, coming to you today being Tuesday, December the 24th. And for today's reading, I found it extremely appropriate that we look into Pope Francis and his supposedly wanting to open 5 portals. Something that has not been done in I don't know how long. I want to say 30 years. I'm not sure if that's correct, but it's been quite a few years. So why does this supposedly still alive man want to open portals today, being December 24th? Now, here goes my intro. I don't believe that Pope Francis is alive and twitching around us, or whoever we see on the news on camera is actually Francis. For those of you who could remember, let's go back, let's rewind in time, let's be kind and rewind, and go back to, there was a viral video of him when he came out of his castle years ago. So up, like several layers up, and then he'd emerge out of his window, speak to the crowds, turn around and walk away. After that speech, you could have seen that the hologram, he turned around and then just poof, vanished to darkness. Hologram. I don't believe that this man is a good man. I do believe that he's been rounded up. So which already brings into the now moment of Francis wanting to do this opening of 5 portals who have not been done in a very long time. I got so many questions about this. Number one, opening up portals for a religion like Catholic. I mean, did they not exterminate women for playing with herbs? That's my cat playing with, if you hear nails like Freddy Krueger, that's Lady Squiggle. She's playing with one of those funny rappy things. I mean, did they not exterminate women for being gardeners in the past, like burning the witch at the stake? Okay, so you're a herbalist, you want to cure with that, but now we're talking about a supposedly pope who wants to use some kind of magic to open several portals. I mean, is it just me, or is there something weird with that? He also wants to open a portal, I believe, I've seen through YouTube, in a prison. I don't know which prison it is. Prisons are quite demonic. It's very funny that this would be said. So it leaves me to believe, because I don't believe that the Pope that we see, Francis, is still up and running. He's either a hologram, he's either an actor, a form of a clone, so it could be a mask wearer. But come on, opening up 5 portals. This makes it almost sound like the white hats have got some kind of movie projection in order to awaken the sleepers that something has always been wrong with a pope, with the Vatican, because now we're talking about opening up new dimensions. That would be black magic, would it not? Well, yes. And within a prison, that's something also very weird. And if we just study the word Vatican, my family, I mean, in Greek mythology, this was a goddess, the goddess of the underworld, Vatica. But instead of a C, Vatican, it's a K, Vatica. And there's a lot to study about this, right? So in Greek, Latin mythology, there seems to also be, back then, the fight between light and dark. Because Vatica, if you Wikipedia her, she would be the goddess of love, of birth, but of the underworld. But the goddess of love was Aphrodite. So, see, there's something, right? So, is Vatica the dark shadow of Aphrodite? I know I'm screwing it up. Don't come after me. But you know who I mean, the goddess of love. So there is a shadow, a mirrored version, right? There's so much weirdness to that. And Vatican City would have been built on a mountain, which was a cemetery to the undead. Apparently, how do I want to say this? With the Greek gods, little ones sacrificed. So anyways, I think that this, the whole five portal thing, is in order to help speed up the Great Awakening. For many of us, it's not, but we are the minority, Femi. We all have family members, we all have friends that have not been listening. Is it their fault? Well, yes and no, but we'll say no. Because, sometimes things are too hard to believe, that seem too woo-woo, outside of what reality should be, that they'll, follow, like a sheep. Does that make them bad? It does not make them bad. But I think this is it. This five portal thing is made to wake up. We're in the grand finale of everything right now. It's beautiful. But, okay, this was a long enough intro. Hi, Cindy! As I babble, right? Let me grab my cards. Ask my higher self. Higher self, universe, tell me everything I need to see. Everything I need to know in regards to Pope Francis, wanting to open 5 portals today, this evening, being December the 24th. So I want to see everything I need to know around Pope Francis. Okay, so we do have some off-world generosity here coming in. This one flew out. This is off-world coming in to help humans with generosity. Flowers filmed to the brim, sorry. Okay, so that one flew out. So already in regards to the devil side, but I'm going to keep the devil in the deck and keep going. So tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to Pope Francis and him wanting to open the 5 portals. I also want to know, what are these 5 portals supposed to be? Because knowing what we know about the Vatican, under the Vatican, they have different chambers, one with a statue of the head of Medusa, another room dedicated to the light bringer, Lucifer. Come on, guys. All right, so here we go. This one also wanted to pop out. So, outer conflict. So, we do have, in regards to the whole Pope, the whole Vatican, the whole 5 portals, off-world energy coming in to help with generosity in a time of outer conflict. Okay, you can't build with this one. Everyone's stepping on their feet. I was asked to keep shuffling, so I'm going to keep shuffling. All right, let's rock and roll. So third card is, okay, so the High Priestess, universal knowledge, intuition, secrets of the universe. In the now moment, we are juggling at something. Yay, nay, left or right, at the heartbeat. We got good militia rushing in, hi-ho silver with passion to the rescue. Then we got healing, the temperance, slow-moving healing, rebalancing, cleansing for the future. Although it's an element of stress, exaggerated stress, trouble sleeping, swords are made of the mind. It's an air thought. We do follow with some information. He's a deliverer, a messenger, an informant. Okay, so he's coming in at this page with news. He'll be watching, he'll be stalking, he'll be delivering a message. He's a messenger. Ninth and final card is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is the empath queen. She holds a lot of intellect, emotional within her chalice. and she feels a lot, okay? She is an empath. Clarifying. We went from the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Boundaries, the Queen of Swords. Very swift with her sword. Come, my minion. Tell me. I'd like to hear what you got to say. I don't like what you say. It's off with your head, right? Like in that Alice in Wonderland Heart Queen, like chop the hand. At the heartbeat, information is coming in whilst we're meditating, praying, okay? And we're ending with emotional victory of the universe. Alpha card, Ace of Cups. The beautiful dove is plunging within the golden chalice. Ever-flowing elixir of life. A grant. All right. So one major golden arcana on this. So I'm going to tell you, like right away, look, these portals are not opening. I don't even see it as a real legit thing. I do have good militia here. So that is white hat up at the heartbeat, the Knight of Wands. And then we got healing. People will be stressing. Messenger, emotions. All right, let's see what we have. We do have healing again. So we got the Temperance and the Star card. I want more. And then we got the Temperance. We got triple healing. So this is a way to cleanse the bloody Vatican, sponsored by our Creator, which is not what the Vatican is all about, guys. Okay? Let's go over this one more time. So in regards to Pope Francis, whatever, and his desire to open 5 portals today, this evening, being December the 24th, what does it look like? Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to the whole Pope open portal subject. So already in the background, this is like good alliance, off-world energy, boots in the ether that are coming down, the giant, that's them, to the mortal, regular-sized human, to bring cups of generosity, which are filled to the brim of flowers, which thrives, which grows, which is abundant. So already, whatever this 5 portal thing is, yeah, we got the alliance in the background coming in. Coming in for what? In order to stop that outer conflict that we've been under for so long, okay? Things like the Vatican, which worships the goddess Vatica, is what I want to say. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but she is the goddess of the underworld. And, like I said earlier on, it's like underground from the Vatican, you had a room with a Medusa hand, and then you had a room for the bringer of light, Lucifer. But I've also seen, I don't know if it's in the Lucifer chamber, but there was like a center at the floor, and at all 4 corners, so the floor would go like this, and there'd be holes. And apparently, so is said that this is where you do certain sacrifices, and that the blood would go into the underworld. Well, Vatica, goddess of the underworld. I know there's a lot more, but it does make sense to me. So this is what it is, this conflict. Followed by this, we got the High Priestess. Universal secrets and knowledge about duality, the 2 pillars here. Right now, we are at a yay, nay, make a decision, left or right. You're juggling. Heartbeat, we do have the good militia rushing in with a lot of passion to this whole situation. There where we're going to have a lot of healing, rebalancing, cleansing. Okay, it's looking promising. For the future, a lot will be stress. Okay, so it's exaggerated stress, sleepless nights. You got a lot on your mind because swords is an air element, an element of the mind. But then we got some kind of messengers coming in. Very youthful. He could be watching all the stress. Okay, so this guy could be watching society, the world as a whole, stressing over this whole situation. So he's watching, but he's got a message also to deliver, and one of great emotional status. So I think this is it. The message is like, you've been worshiping surely the very wrong thing. The enemy. She's very emotional. That's how I'm seeing it, guys. So moving on for the clarifying, we got strict boundaries with the Queen of Swords. Okay? Justice. Strict boundaries. While messages are coming in. So everyone's meditating on what they just learned. They could be jaded, they could be bored, but still information of the universe, of the heart is coming in, and then everything is restored all over again as it should have been in the very beginning, without such a thing called as a fucking Vatican. So in the Golden Major Arcanas, instead of one, I took three. So healing with the star card, which is also off-world energy healing. The Age of Aquarius, beautiful vulnerability, cleansing the waters, healing. Then I got, again, healing for a double special appearance from the Temperance. So that is like a long distance healing. Okay, we're healing and it's going to keep on healing, sponsored by our creator, the Emperor. So there you go, guys. I call this 5 portal situation opening bullshit. I think it is directed on the news to help awaken those who are still in a slumber, sleeping, or not totally highly awake. Because at the heartbeat, it's good militia. So that's alliance. I got alliance. White hats. So I got white hats and alliance here. So that's a teamwork, right? This is white hats, boots on the ground. This would be alliance. This would be alliance. You know, there's a lot here. You know, there's a lot of goodness. Not once did I get the Devil card. Not once did I get the Death card or the Three of Swords. Or there's so many other, the Moon, or you know, the Seven of Cups. There could have been a lot here. The only one that is a little bit questionable is this one and this one. And they are not of any high substitute, right? This one is short-lasting outer conflict because you can't build. And that was a problem that the Vatican created, because I did have right before, so it came in like these guys, the Alliance, are coming in to stop that. And this one is in the future, right? When people get to know about the Vatican, the Pope, all that shit, it will freak them out. They'll have sleepless nights. They'll have to deal with it and get over it, right? I mean, we all did at one point or another, you know. I mean, mine was, over 10 years ago. Maybe at this point 11 or 12, but in that group. So, we're not all on the same speed. So that's all I have. And then after this, the stress, I got the Watcher watching the stress to become an informant. And then, people are going to have to deal with their emotions about this. She's not negative. She's very positive. She's the empath queen. She has a sadness. She holds a lot in that chalice. So there you go, guys. This was my reading for the Pope, opening up the 5 portals. Well, maybe right now, maybe in an hour, but somehow today being December the 24th. It's not happening. I don't see that it was ever going to happen. I have, it seems like it was to awaken people. There's no way, because you know what? If there really was a Pope in the Vatican worshiping Goddess Vatica to really open these portals, well, then we can see the whole script, the movie The Mist. That's what would open. And I've seen the future like several times. We don't have like killer giant spiders, monsters coming out of the fog. That's maybe what they wanted or hoped for us, but it's not happening. So there you go. I love you all so very much. I wish you to have so much fun and loving times with yours on these holidays, hollow days, these festivities that you celebrate in these times. And I'll catch you all on the next read. Be good and kind to yourself. And I love you. Rock and roll. Ow!